So let's start some programming with two-dimensional arrays. The first one we will do is a program to add two matrices. So program to add two matrices. We'll save this program. I'll name the file as matrix add. Okay, so the variables we need for this program are the first two matrices, and we need another matrix to store the sum of the two matrices. Before that, there is a condition that two matrices can be added only if they have the same order. That means an m by n matrix can be added with an m by n matrix only. So first we need to ask what is the order of the matrices that you want to add. So we need two integer variables for storing that. In fact, we need four integer variables, two for the first matrix order and another two for the second matrix order. So let it be m and p q. Okay, then we need two-dimensional array for storing the two matrices. Let them be A and B. This means that A can hold up to 100 elements with 10 rows and 10 columns. It need not be 100 elements, it can be less than that. Similarly, B can also hold 100 elements. We need one more two-dimensional array for holding the sum of the two matrices. Let it be S. And we may need I and J for iterating through the elements of the array. So hopefully this will do. First thing we need to ask is enter the order of the first matrix. We will scan the order. Order means you have to enter two numbers, m and n. So we will store it in two variables. So the order of the matrix, first matrix, is m by n. So, and this means that this matrix contains m rows and n columns. Similarly, we need to ask for the second matrix. So we will copy this thing. Instead of enter the order of the first matrix, we will put the second matrix, and instead of m and n, we will put p and q. We'll go on with adding the two matrices. Or next thing is we need to ask what is the first matrix and what is the second matrix. But we don't waste timing. If m n is equal to p and q, you know that the matrices can be added only if m is equal to p and n is equal to q. So the condition we need to check before proceeding is whether m is equal to p and n is equal to q. That you can do using an if condition. So only if this is true we will go on with adding the matrices. Otherwise we will mention that the matrices are not compatible. So here we need to put all the logic of adding two matrices, but if this is false, else means if any of this condition is false, then these two matrices cannot be added. So we will just display a message that the matrices cannot be added. In this part, we will ask for the first matrix, second matrix, and then add them. So print up, enter the elements of the first matrix. We have seen how to initialize an array at runtime using two for loops. So we will use the same two for loops, I equal to 0 to I less than m or p. Both are same because we know that m is equal to p and n is equal to q. I will put m. In another for loop for iterating through the columns. And inside the for loop we need to do a scanf. We need to enter the first element. As I mentioned, I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0. So the first element entered will by the user will be stored at a00. Next j will be incremented, so the next element will be at 0, 1 and so on. So we are taking one row at a time, fill up the columns in that row, go to the next row, fill up the columns in that row, and go on like that. So it will be like this one. So we have asked for the first matrix and the number of elements entered will be m into n, so the numbers will be at correct position. Next we need to do the same thing for b also. Either we can do it in the same for loop or else we can put it in a separate group. To copy this line, instead of enter the elements of the first matrix we will put enter the elements of the second matrix. Same thing because both the elements have the same number of rows and columns, so you can put either p or m here. For a better understanding, I'll put it as p and q. Instead of a here we will put a p. So we got the first matrix and the second matrix. Next thing we need to do is to add up these two matrices. So we need to take up a00, add it with the b00 and put it at c00. Next we need to take a01, add it with b01, put it at c01. Again we need a for loop, in fact two for loops. So we don't need a scanf here because these two scanfs are used for scanning the elements for the first matrix and the second matrix. To find the sum, what we need is Sij. S is the two-dimensional array we have declared for storing the sum. So this Sij is equal to Aij plus Dij. So how this will work? I 0 0. So A00 plus B00 will be at S00. Next A will be incremented. A01 plus B01 will be at S01. So this will go on until we complete all the elements in A and B. So we have now the sum of the matrices in S two-dimensional array. And the last thing we need to do is to print the sum of this two-dimensional array matrix. So we will sum of the matrices is, we need to display the answer in a matrix form itself. So we need to display first row first time, second row next time, third row for the last time, or and so on. So here also we need a for loop. So what we need to do is to print the first element followed by a space and then print the value at Sij. So what will happen is, we'll take up the first row, first column, print the value and a space. First row, second column and a space. First row, third column and a space. Like that it will go until it completes the first row. And after this is completed, we will go to take second row, that is I is equal to 1. But before that we need to do one thing, because we are now at the end of the first row, we need a new line there. So that we need to put up printf slash n. So this is how it will work. Complete the first row, put a new line, complete the second row, put a new line, and so on. So we will save this thing and let's see how it works. No errors are there, so we will try running this program. Enter the order of the matrix. First I will put order 2 by 3, and the second matrix I will put 2 by 2. We know that these two matrices cannot be added, so that's what we are getting here. The matrices cannot be added. We'll try one more, 2 by 2 and the 2 by 2 matrix. Now we can start entering the elements. So say first elements are 1, 2, 3, 4. Enter the elements of the second matrix, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sum of the matrices is 2, 4, 6, 8. So this is how we will use two-dimensional arrays for finding the sum of two matrices.